So 10-5 example 3, they have the factoring by grouping sort of filled out for us. We're going to help ourselves by filling in the blank. So the first thing you want to do with factoring by grouping is group the first two, group the last two with parentheses. Super easy. So as you can see, usually I just write straight on the problem. They went ahead and rewrote the steps. It'll save you some steps if you just draw directly on the problem. So the part that we're missing here, they parentheses the first, we need to parentheses the back. So 5v plus 15 will go in parentheses here. Okay, so we grouped them, got them. Now we go and we look at each piece, each of the first two and the last two, to see what are some GCFs, the largest things that you can take out. So looking at the 2UV and the 6U, they both have a 2 in common. 2 can go into 2 and 2 can go into 6. And that's the biggest number that can go into both. So I know I can take out a 2. So this is a little bit different than doing the last set of problems, right? We wrote everything out and then we circled stuff and crossed out things. This is all up here. It's all mental. Like you have to kind of think about what can divide out. So if I'm looking at this, I'm also missing something else they have in common for this first part. I see UV and I see a U. Okay, and then this one, because it's partially filled in, should give you a hint. They both have a U in common. So I take that too. U. So 2U is what they have in common. And that would leave behind the V. And then if you divide out the 6 and the 2, you are left with the 3. Not subtract. Don't subtract 6 and 2. You divide it. Just like when you do distributive property, you multiply it in. Okay? In this case, we're taking it out, so we're dividing it out. All right, let's try the back. 5 and 15. Both of those have a 5 divisible in common. So divide 5 into 5, divide 5 into 15, and it will work. They have no variables in common. The 5v has a v and the 15 has nothing. So that means I can't take anything. Okay? Once again, to get this 3 in the back, you are dividing 15 by 5 to get the 3. 5 divided by 5 leaves you a 1. That's why the V doesn't have a number on it anymore. Okay? All right, here's the next piece. Remember what I said before? This is the part that's super important. These two pieces have got to match. If they don't match, you did something wrong when it comes to distributing them out, right? And GCFing them out. So in this case, we're good. They match because it's already pre-filled in for us. And that is our new GCF. That's what they have in common. And it doesn't matter if you put it in the front or put it in the back. It really doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter on the homework. But we're going to go ahead and write them. So 2U and a positive 5. And then a V plus 3. And those are our two pieces together. And that is factoring by grouping.